Hey guys, JP here, ready to play some more Super Mario 64. We have 8 stars, so for those of you who've played this game before, you know what that means. We get to fight Bowser. I remember when I got to play this, well, when we borrowed it from Blockbuster as little kids. LT, my older brother, was at this point in the game, and all of us in my family thought that it was time. Like, this was the final battle. And it's kind of funny, like, we thought, like, with only 8 stars, we were, like, already fighting Bowser, which means that it was already done. I don't even remember what that does. I think it makes blocks appear somewhere, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to... Oh, wow. Wow, that was really bad. Alright, let's try this again. But like I was saying, we thought we were going to beat the game once we did this one fight with Bowser. With a little spoiler alert here, this is not the final battle with Bowser, but it's only our first battle with Bowser. It's kind of like a little bit of a callback to the original Super Mario Brothers. Not by much, but a little bit. Where in the original Super Mario Brothers, you get to fight Bowser at the end of each world, you know, 1, 4, 2, 4, and so forth. This time, you get to fight Bowser 3 times, and this is our first. So I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to make myself look like an idiot, unable to throw Bowser. That's something I've always struggled with, throwing him into the bombs, but you'll see that in a little bit. Maybe I'll do good, maybe not. I always thought this music was so epic. I still kind of do. I guess I'm just a sucker, you know, for nostalgia and stuff. But I just remember this music pumping me up a lot. I mean, I'm a total nerd. I would actually, like, listen to this music and pump me up for, like, some kind of project. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I didn't die. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just go this way. Because it's right there. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's get ready to fight Bowser. Already hopping in, right? Only 3 minutes in the video. We'll see how long it actually takes for me to take him out. See, Bowser actually gives you a little bit of advice on how to kill him. He says, just try grabbing my tail and swinging me around. Alright. Let's try this. Go really fast. Oh my gosh. I got it first try. Oh. I feel pretty good. I don't think I've ever gotten Bowser on my first try. So you think, oh, I beat the game, but not really. All you get is a key. But that's pretty sweet. We got the Bowser key, which allows us to go into the basement and explore more of the world. So, now that we've opened some more areas up, that leaves a good opportunity for you guys. There's obviously some stages that I'm going to play no matter what, partially because I have to in order to beat the game, and also because I enjoy playing them myself, but if there's some levels that you guys would like to see me play, just let me know in the comment section below. There isn't a lot of people posting down in the comments, so if you post in the comments saying, JP Guy, I want you to do this star, then like you're pretty much guaranteed for me to notice and to be able to do it in a future episode. So feel free. Like, this is perfect time. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers. That might never change. Just know this is, right now, the channel is at a very personal level. I know most of my subscribers right now in person, so if they feel, I'm not listening to this toad at all, but whatever, I don't know why I needed to talk to him. But just know that at this moment, you know, feel free to comment. Let me know whatever level you want me to play. I personally really like this stage a lot, Hazy Maze Cave. I think it's just a weird, bizarre stage, but let's see if I can remember which way to go. I will look at this because I can't remember which way to go. I want to go to Underground Lake. Okay. So I grew up, it's funny, like when I've watched other YouTubers or other people play Super Mario 64, it's kind of funny that they like to play stages that I never really like playing. Like, for example, Peanut Butter Gamer, who I'm a huge fan of. If you guys have never watched his content, it's really good. A lot better than mine, I think, in my opinion, but I should do that later. But the funny thing is, when he played through Super Mario 64, he told me that he never went through Hazy Maze Cave. This is a stage that he just didn't do, and this was a stage that I was very familiar with. I like a lot personally, and that PBG liked doing a lot in Tall Tall Mountain, and I can't remember the name of the stage, but like the Big Small World, where you go through a pipe and the world becomes bigger or smaller. I'll show that level off later. But those were two stages that I personally never did, which I can explain in the future once we get to those stages. But it's just kind of funny how people have certain preferences. I'm really sorry what I'm about to do, Dinosaur. You know, as a kid, I never really cared, but I just realized that you're just hurting this little guy. Dory, I guess, big girl. Alright. But it's just funny how, like, even in Super Mario 64, fairly linear game, like, there's still preferences of stars that people like to get. And so, with you guys making comments and telling me which stages to do, then it forces me to get stars that I usually don't get. Now, as far as like completing the game, getting all of the stars, I don't think I'm going to do that now. It's a possibility, but I think I'm just going to focus on beating the game, and finally on this channel, for the first time ever, for the 3 years that it's been around, actually complete a game, which I've realized the games that I picked, or the conventions that I chose to run this channel, I have failed to finish a single game. I'm sorry for that. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the games. There's complications for each of the series that I chose to do. Come on. Okay. It is possible to wall jump in this game, but it's a lot harder. I made it though. Sweet. That's a fairly easy star if you can get down the wall jumping mechanics. I guess... yeah, I don't think we're gonna do the 8 red coins yet. We might. I don't know. I want to go this way again. Alright. Let's see. How do you get to that star again? I can't remember. I think I want to go in here. Well, this will lead me somewhere else. Whatever. The one thing that's a little bit rough about this level is it's kind of hard to keep direction. I guess we are doing the 8 red coins. We are here after all. This, I don't know. This is probably one of my least favorite 8 red coins to collect. It's kind of hard. You'll see in a minute how rough it is. So we have this little pad here. You just have to press these buttons. It's a little bit gimmicky if you run into anything. There's a coin. Alright. It's gonna be a little bit harder for me to talk while doing this part because it's really hard to concentrate as it is. I'm not very good at this one. Okay. There we go. Don't slip, Mario. Okay. Okay. I think. Nope. Punch you. Let's see. What else can we talk about? I'm just trying to think of something that I can talk about while still being able to focus on the star. Let's see. I guess I mentioned it a little bit in the last episode, but E3 was just a couple weeks ago, and they showed off a bunch of cool games. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, what you guys are most excited about from E3 this last year, this year. Wow. Personally, being a Nintendo fan, seeing the new Zelda game, I'm definitely excited about for that. That's probably the only game I was really excited about at all. I wasn't too impressed with everything else Nintendo showed off. I'm a little bit skeptical about the new Paper Mario. Oh, dang it. I'm really skeptical about the new Paper Mario game. It just seems like they just, while the graphics do look good, it seems like they kind of rushed. It looked kind of like a rushed product just so that they could release something on the Wii U in its twilight hours of its existence, because next year they're coming out with the NX. I also was a little bit disappointed with Nintendo that they didn't actually show off the NX at all. I thought that it would be, man, I just cannot get over that. I thought it would be at least somewhat reasonable for them to show off at least a little bit of the NX. Apparently they're afraid that someone's going to steal their idea, which I think is a little bit funny. I kind of want to see what this great idea is, this concept of their console. If it really is that amazing and people are going to copy it or not. I'm just a little bit skeptical on that part. It's kind of concerning that the NX is supposed to be coming out in March, supposedly, and they haven't shown anything off yet. It just makes me wonder, like, what do they have to show? Is it they really have to blow off the lid in order to accomplish anything? One other game that I was pretty excited about. As you can see, I'm from the channel, from me playing this game exactly, that I'm a N64 junkie. Another game that I really like is Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for now we'll just focus on this game and move forward from there. But a game that I'm excited for is called Yooka-Laylee, which is a Kickstarter campaign developed by the original Banjo-Kazooie creators. All of the individuals who were with the company Rare that developed Banjo-Kazooie essentially all left at this point. And they formed this new company called Playtonic Games. And their first game that they're making is kind of a callback to Banjo-Kazooie with some new changes as well. It looks pretty, it looks clever. I highly recommend that you guys look up Yooka-Laylee if you haven't seen anything about it yet. Especially if you're a big fan of Banjo-Kazooie. It's new and old at the same time. Because of copyright reasons, they can't use Banjo-Kazooie, so they created these new characters that they're pretty much the exact same. It's, instead of a bear and a bird, it's a chameleon and a bat, and the chameleon kind of sits on, no, the bat sits on the head of the chameleon. And they have kind of these similar abilities. There's definitely noticeable differences, and they're adding new elements that make the experience different. Like, for example, the collectible, instead of jiggies, they have what they call pagies, which are like pages for like a storybook. I got them all. Sweet. That wasn't so bad. I fell a bunch of times, but let's see. Where is the star, though? That's the question. Is it down there? Am I gonna die? No, I got some red coins, so I should be good. But yeah, like what I was saying with Yooka-Laylee, you can collect these pages to unlock worlds just like you could in Banjo-Kazooie, but the player also has the option to collect pages and spend them on expanding the level that you've already unlocked. So, like, if you, like, for example, you have this many pages, you decide, instead of going to the next world, you decide that you want to I just lost my train of thought. Well guys, I think that'll be it for this episode. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.